Hi, Judy Allen here, right? It's morning and we're sliding into afternoon, and it's a very warm day here in San Antonio, Texas, and we are under heat advisory. So it's a great day to be inside and creating something, right? So today we are going to do another Mickey Mouse inspiration creativity, but we're also going to incorporate Turtly Awesome in with it too. So let's go to the hands and let's see what we've done and what we're going to do today, because tomorrow is the last day to be able to get this free class to go. Or you can also, if you like the Notes and Totes, it's also tomorrow's the last day to be able to either take it as a class or a club, which that's five additional projects to what we're doing today. So today, the free class to go is the two cards and the two tote bags. All right, so let's do this. I love creating. I love a good excuse, like a hot day, to be creating too. So anyway, we created this last week. I showed you how we did that, and we did these also. And then I also showed you how we did this here. Now, we didn't do the cards last week. We just did the totes, right? And I had a third tote as well. And we're going to have coordinate. So the kit to go, free class kit to go, has two cards, and I have two totes, the ones you just see. So this is the card we're making today. This one we're not making, but I'll show you because it's very easy. I actually stacked it, right? You get a tutorial with it. Ta-da! Yeah, that was fun. It's always, as I told the group Saturday, when it comes to Mickey Mouse, I just give me Mickey Mouse and I can create anything. All right, so this is what the card is going to look like we're creating today. So it's a pop-up card, just a fun pop-up card, and let's do it. Let's do it. So as much, people think sometimes it's really difficult, and it's really not. So we're going to put this on first, and I have my adhesive right here. Yes, and this is a Turtly Awesome. So this is actually the Turtly Awesome suite. May not be the official name, but Turtly Awesome is the stamps and set. And I'm not using it. Everything I'm using for this is Notes and Totes. And you'll see that. Because we're just going to use the sentiments. And I've got some leftover pieces as well, too. So we're putting this down here. And this piece is going to go on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the inside right now just to get it out of the way. Right, so I already did all this, so all my little pieces, like got little hearts over here I'm looking at, and other little pieces as well too. So this one's actually just combining some items, right? So we're actually going to use the Notes and Totes as well as the Turtly Awesome, right? And there's one other we may end up doing as well. All right, so the thing is here, this is already pre-done, and this is one embossed by the Turtly Awesome embossing folder. And I'm actually going to put this up on dimensionals. And double check to make sure I put that on dimensionals, right? Yes, I did. All right, sometimes I'm not sure, right? Because when you sit there and emboss something, it goes higher, right? It goes higher. So if you want less, you can see the difference in the two of these right here. Just the height, right? It's just whatever you want to do. So this is just cute and fun, right? Mickey Mouse goes with just about anything. Anything, everything. I mean, I've got shirts, right? I've got shirts. Oh, and I forgot to show you my shirt today, too. I got this for Mother's Day. I hope you all had a nice Mother's Day weekend. I'll show you my... Yeah, you can. You can see this. See here? It says, Born to Create. Whoop, whoop. Got that for Mother's Day. Wearing it today because I'm creating today. All right, so the star here is actually from a punch, right? So I'm just going to put this on, and then we're going to put the turtle above this. So I've actually used quite a few dimensionals here for height. So we're going to have to accommodate for that when we do a couple of things here. So it's always just an adjustment. You can use as many dimensionals as you want, but then when we go and do some layering, sometimes we might have to make some adjustments. They're minor. We're just going to put this in the center. And then I have my turtle. Now, the turtle was fussy cut out of the DSP paper. And I actually put this one on it as well. So I just centered. So the turtle is going to fit right about there. So I just put a dimensional here and a dimensional here. Right here. So the way the paper is designed is you can put anything here, right? We could have put an ice cream cone. We could have put a present. We could have put, what else is in there? They got ice cream cones, a cake, And there's some more stuff too. There's ones I can just think of offhand. All right, so this right here is from the Notes and Totes, and we're just going to take it. And this is also from Note. This is the Totally Awesome paper that's been die cut. And I'm just going to put it down just like right here, just so it has a little bit of handle so I can have it. Now, if we need to trim it off, I trim that one off a little bit. That one I could trim off just a smidgen. I'm just going to actually just glue this on. And it's just going to give like a look. This looks like the turtle's actually carrying a gift to somebody, right? And that's the way I wanted it to look. Alright, let me set that there because I might be using that again in just a minute. And it's already scored. So, right, so if you see there's the score lines there. Can you see that? Maybe not. Yeah, there it is at an angle right there. So the lines are already scored, right, from the die cut. From die cutting. So I don't have to do anything. I just have to line this, get this up however, whatever height I want, right? And then I could just come to the side here. I think it would just blend in, but I'll go ahead and just snip it there. Alright? A smidgen. It was just a smidgen. And then, when you look at this here, I actually did this on dimensionals. Now this part isn't because it's flat, but this is going to come over to this side here. So I did double dimensions because the fact is, you got the dimension here and the turtle's up on dimensions. So for me to have this at the same height, I'm going to have to put that on double dimensions. And we're going to put it right in there. If you wanted to cut that off shorter, you could have. I didn't. Because I didn't have to, right? If you want to, you could. If you don't want to, you can't. And also, the glue's just like staring at me there. All right. So yeah, it's just easy, right? Sometimes we think things are going to be really hard and complicated. It's not. Just think of any other things that you do as a hobby that requires creativity, right? We just make adjustments. This is just an easy adjustment. So when I come here like this, it's going to be right like this here. And I had to come and cross it over just a little bit, okay? So it's just however you want your handle to go. I wanted to at least see a little bit of the yellow behind it, right? So you can even tilt it, right? It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. I did mine perfectly straight, but you don't have to. All right, now I went ahead and already assembled my Mickey Mouse. If you want to see how that was done, I did that last week. Did it more than once last week, so go look at last week's video and you'll see it right there. It's very easy to do. The circles were cut out around we go. It's got 2 circles in there, so we cut it from there. Let's see here. Hi, Nancy. I hope you're having cooler weather than we are. All right, so we have this here, and then we can stamp our inside, right? But let's go ahead and get the inside done because we want to do these pop-ups. See how that is? And we did this during the retreat, and it's really, really much easier than you think. So we're going to do 3 of them. In fact, I may start doing all my stuff like this in the future because I really like it. All right. So all we're going to do, I like to start in the middle first because that's going, or what I believe is the middle first, right? And I go ahead and get it down. And then we'll come back and do the other 2. See how that folds in half? So this is just 4 inches by 1 inch, scored at every inch. So we get our little squares. All right, I'm just going to put it down right here in the center. I'm just going to make sure it butts up, right? It's got to be able to fold. See, so the score line there, it can butt up right next to it because the card's got to be able to fold with ease, right? Okay, now on this side, we're going to do the same thing. But watch how easy this is. I don't have to really focus on anything other than taking the front of the card over, making sure that's flat, pressing it down, and there you go. So it's got to dry a little bit more there, but just a second, it will. See, there we go. If you wanted to, you could even do it this way, right? Because I went ahead and put everything on front. All right, so there we go. We have pop-up number 1. Let's go to pop-up number 2. So see how easy this is? We actually, during the retreat, we did a butterfly. It was a cascading. It was a cascading fold, but it was the same principle, though, right? We sat there and just glued one down to get the base down, and then we came back on the other side and did the same thing, right? We just had to make sure, anytime we do anything like this, we got to make sure that the card will fold, right? With it shut. So if I wanted to come back in here, that seemed like an easier way. All right, so there's our pop-up number 2. All right, let's get the third one down. And then we'll put our Mickey Mouses on there. So I went ahead, I made sure to do Mickey Mouse first because this was all fussy cutting. So the turtle I had to fussy cut, and the Mickey Mouses have little party hats, right? So the party hats had to be fussy cut too. So I did that. I wasn't going to do an exercise in fussy cutting today. But at least wanted to show you. Oh, and I just did the wrong end. Now that is a problem. That is a problem. I'm thinking. Let me think. That's a problem. Okay, I can do it like this, but it's not going to do right. Okay, I'm just going to put that aside then. I could glue this on here, right here. I could even glue it like here, but then my problem's going to be right there, right, where it connects. So I'm going to skip that. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. We're just going to put that aside and pretend like I didn't do that. And we'll continue on. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put this Mickey Mouse in the middle. I did it because I had, when you go and cut these things out, you don't have like 15 of one thing on the page. You only have like a few. So I did this one with a red, so it would really pop out and stand out in the middle. And I just wanted it to be a little bit so the little party hat was up there. You could even do it higher if you wanted to, right? You can put this as high or as low as you want. Let's put them right about there. How about that? Okay. I always think things have to be centered, but they don't have to be centered, right? It's our card, our creation. You can do whatever you want. So that's the beauty of it all. All right, we're going to do the same thing here. All right, we'll just put that third one aside for the moment. And then we're going to have these little hearts. So these hearts are actually from last week when we sat there and cut out the sunglasses here, the top heart layer. The hearts come out of it to be able to have that look because it's 2 layers there. And then we're just using the hearts that popped out, and we're going to use them to decorate. I'm just going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to start in the middle. Make sure I get my heart straight. Yeah, right, is we're on lined paper, so hopefully we should be able to do that, right? Okay, let's go here and we'll do this one. Yeah, heat index, it says we are in a heat advisories until 9 o'clock tonight. This book can get up to like 111 degrees already, right? I don't know if that's what you're experiencing, but my gosh. Over in El Paso. Everybody thinks because we're in one state or something, we have the same type of weather going on, and we really don't. It just varies by area. So we get that down just a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so there's the inside right here. When you fold this down, then we've got this part here done. The only thing that we need to do is we need to stamp our sentiment right and put some bling on here, and we've got this finished. Like I said, this is a lot easier than you think, except for like what I just did a minute ago, and I messed up there and put the glue on the wrong thing because I was talking and not paying attention to what I was doing. It's okay, right? Happens to all of us. Some of us more often than others, so that's okay. Oops. Well, this one says, so grateful, a true story. That's not the one I want. I want exclusively made for you. You're fabulous. Here's the one I want. Exclusively made for you. All right. I'm going to just flip this over. Put that on there right here. And I'm just going to take it like that. So I hope you had a nice Mother's Day, Nancy. All the grandkids and people and all. All right, same thing a while ago. Remember how I showed you how to lift one up? So because this is going to be like this here, I'm going to put dimensional on this side, and I'll just put a little bit of glue right there. And that'll work. we'll just anchor it. So just move it wherever you want because the glue's going to go wherever you go. And it was like, that's where I'm going to anchor it right there. All right. So we just have our bling. And I like these because they come in little hexagon shapes. I'm just going to put them up here. The turtle has so many colors on it. It doesn't matter which one you use because it's all going to match, right? And then I have a light blue. Let me just light blue in here. Yeah, so I've already used up a couple of these packets already. All right, so there we go. And we pop it up. Hey, hello, Bertner. So there we go. It doesn't take much, right, for me to get inspired by Mickey Mouse. So this is what we have here, right? Let me show you. So here's our little tote, right? And then here's ours here. So this is all, like I said, in the free kit to go this week through the 15th. So you can, if you missed it to begin with, and then I did it like that. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that, right? Because it's just that simple to go out there, create, share, and give, right? That's what it's all about. So we can give them, share with other people, and make a difference in their day. I tell you, when I receive flowers or a card or anything, it makes me smile and I get excited because I received something, right? So you can do the same. It's very simple to make a card and send it out. So with that, be blessed. Have an amazing week. And I want to thank you for following us here on YouTube we're on Facebook right now. On Facebook as well as YouTube and Instagram. If you enjoyed today, please be sure to share with someone. All right? Be blessed. Look forward to seeing you next week. Keep it simple or step it up. Bye.